Hello, hello. Welcome to the tiny kitchen and actually live cooking. So this is my first attempt at a live stream. I have no idea what I'm doing um, with any of this, but I know what I'm doing in the kitchen. So that's at least 50%. That's a good start. So speaking of, I can take this off. Yeah, I can. Is that okay? Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? All right. So yeah, as I said, welcome to the tiny kitchen. Welcome to Kitchen Adventures with Joy, the live cooking version. I have honestly no clue what I'm doing here, but I felt to do it. I was really excited about it, even though there's a large part of me that says, I can't do this. Excitement wins, I'm doing it anyway. And yeah, so I'm sharing my dinner making today. What am I making? My kind of standard throw everything together kind of dish. Now, there's pumpkin from last week's delivery. I will be making lentils. These are lentils, black lentils. For color, at one point I will also throw in frozen spinach. Color, and combined with these are chickpea pasta. So loads of protein, no gluten, completely vegan. Yeah, let's get going. Let's get going. Step 1, pumpkin. Wash the pumpkin. That is the pumpkin washed. Why am I washing it? I'm eating it with skin on. This is a Hokkaido pumpkin. You can eat it with the skin on, which I discovered only after I had, in a 2-day marathon, it actually took me 2 days, peeled my first pumpkin. I was learning cooking at the time, so I didn't know that. You can eat it with the skin. I'm telling you, so you don't have to repeat my experience. Cutting the pumpkin. Now, people tell you that. Oh, you can't see that. Sorry. I've quite often seen that when it gets difficult to cut pumpkins, you hold the knife steady and just move the pumpkin. Or you hold the pumpkin steady and move the knife. Ta-da! I forgot something. Yeah, so this is my little box for organic waste, which I keep in the fridge. Why? Fruit flies. Although if I don't keep that in the fridge, I'll be farming them. And yeah, no. I had a spoon. And there's always part of me that thinks, oh, I could, you know, these are pumpkin seeds. I love pumpkin seeds, and I could actually, because you can, take them out of the pumpkin guts and roast them. Yeah, you can roast them and then you can eat them. But I've tried it before. It's a bit of a hassle to get the pumpkin guts off, and B, these are obviously not the pumpkin seeds that you buy in the shop. These are not peeled pumpkin seeds. You eat them with the skin. Well, you can eat them with the skin, but coincidentally, I'm not the only one making dinner. My neighbor's making dinner too. I'm wondering how much you can hear. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. And now, yeah, this is okay. It's a bit brown inside. It's okay. Mm-hmm. Well, I was going to do it the lazy way anyway, meaning in the oven. And do I take the roast or the tray? I think I'll use this here. This here. Could actually start preheating the oven, I think. These slices are a bit thick, I know. They go in the oven, and that will soften them very nicely, and then it won't matter. Yes, the facial expressions are necessary to cut the pumpkin. Yes, you have to make them too. I will come and check. Okay, so tray full of pumpkin. Tray full of pumpkin. This will then go in the oven. At about probably like 200 degrees Celsius for probably 20 minutes or something like that, until the pumpkin's soft. Anyway. Yes, I'm aware that these, let's say until pumpkin is soft, is incredibly unhelpful if you're not used to cooking pumpkin in the oven, or used to like throwing every recipe out the window and just doing it your way, which is why I said about 20 minutes. Check after 20 minutes. It might just completely disintegrate, then it was too long. Okay, let's see. How are we here with temperature? Oh yeah, no, can go for a little bit longer. Okay, next step. Lentils. Now this thing here says that for 2 people, I don't know if they mean servings or whatever, 2 people, 150 grams of lentils. Wash and cook in double amount of water for 30 to 35 minutes. Not cook, gently simmer. Now, when I started cooking, this was the point where I would have got the scales out and be like, oh, what's like 150 grams? These days I'm also like, nah. I have a glass And I think this is about as much as I will make, which is probably 150 grams, because this glass contains 300 milliliters. Half a glass would be 150 milliliters. Is milliliters the same as grams? I don't know. But then I cook by feeling these days. Right, that's the lentils. Bin. Wash lentils. Pot. Small pot. Lentils. In pot. Yeah, almost. Almost. Yeah, almost. Now they say double the amount of water, which would be 1 glass of water, which is ridiculous. I'll make it 2. Yeah. Okay, 1.5. Okay. Add some salt. They always tell you to add salt at the end, because it can extend cooking time. So what? Mysterious not. Next door. Not me, next door. Yeah, I was thinking the cupboard was coming down. No, it's just next door. It's just next door. We're getting. Yeah, okay. Pumpkin in the oven. Into the oven. Yeah, okay. Okay, what's the time? 6:15. Okay. Pot on stove. Beep. Stove on. Beep. What did it say? Like, bring to the boil and then put down and simmer? Something like that. Probably. I mean, that's what I'm going to do anyway. Yep. Bring to boil. And then on low heat, let simmer. Meaning, if you don't want to wait like 30 to 35 minutes, just increase the temperature and let it cook for shorter. You will probably have to live with the fact that they turn to mush, but so what? You can still eat them. Okay, yes, it looks less nice, but if you're in a hurry, so what? Wrong pot. Right pot. This is the potato pot, and this is the pasta pot. Yes. Declared that way by me. because I have two pots. If I only had one pot, it would be one pot. One for all. So this is nicely cooking. Turn down onto a heat for simmer, and let's see. Go. No, that's too much. Yeah, okay. Some water in the pot. Rest of the water, kettle. It's just faster. Yeah, it does that sometimes. Sometimes more than once. It's getting really hot in here. Standing right in front of the oven. They cook for like 9 to 11 minutes. Spinach. Spinach. Cooking instructions. Bring to boil. Simmer. Okay, whatever. Throw it in at the end. It will fall by itself. Yeah, actually, since it's just me and Cicely, the computer, otherwise this would be great time to answer questions. What are you doing? I don't know. Didn't I already mention that? I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I doing this if nobody's watching? Well, I'm not really doing this for potential watchers. I'm doing this as a as an experiment. Like, I mean, I haven't done this before, so no experience in that. And now I have at least some experience in that. Also, if there's nobody here, I can use this time to think out loud what to make next with my delivery today. For once, the kettle was faster than the pot. Okay. Always put a little bit of hot water in them See? It's a good idea for several reasons. Let me see the pumpkin. Yeah, it's doing its thing very nicely. What I meant, I can now use this opportunity to start thinking about what to make with today's delivery, because today's delivery was again a little low on veggies. It's like there was this small pumpkin, an aubergine, lots of carrots, tomatoes. And I think I'm going to make like one curry kind of thing with the pumpkin, half the aubergine, some carrots. And then I have the other half of the aubergine and the rest of the carrots left. And I think I might throw some green beans in there for color and for protein. Maybe even in combination with tofu. I still have a block of smoked tofu in the fridge. That could work, I think. As a side, probably with millet. Yeah, millet feels good. And the curry. Curry thingy. So, do you think I should put in chickpeas or lentils? I mean, chickpea is more curry, but I also like lentils. I could do both. Okay. Oops, forgot something. I think I would have made a terrible, terrible, terrible potions student. Driven poor professor's name absolutely gorgeous. With like forgetting some important steps, but in the end creating something tasty. I would have driven him bonkers. You'd think I'm not a public student. How much pasta am I cooking? About half the bag. So this is 300 grams in the bag. I think this was about half. I just grabbed 5 strong, powerful, solid handfuls and just dumped them in water. Call it a day. I think if you're cooking for more people, you might actually have to make the whole thing. I'm just cooking for myself. Okay, turn this down and also timer up to 10 minutes. Yep, okay. I tell you I cook by feeling. Right. Yeah, so I have this kind of very inconvenient setup where I have storage underneath the stovetop, and in that storage are both pots and pans and my little pantry, like all the food is in there. Now I don't have an electric stove, it's an induction stove, and it blows out all the hot air into the cupboard below, which is not ideal for storing your food in that space. However, I don't have any other space to actually store food in. Or technically speaking, I do have more storage. I have these, and then 2 more above that. But as you can probably already see the problem, I'm way too short to use the top cupboards as storage for things that I use regularly. This kitchen is too small. It's just too small. I wanted a bigger kitchen. I wanted a bigger kitchen. I mean, this kitchen is even smaller than the one in my last flat. I wanted a bigger kitchen. But this is where universe landed me, so I mean, happened for a reason. Yep. Yeah, and now things are just doing their thing. And actually, I think I just cut off part of my fingernail earlier with a knife. Happens. I'm going to use the time I have now for, well, this is coconut oil, and it has to be liquid right now, solid. So I'm putting it somewhere hot. Maybe I just put it in here. Might actually work. Warm enough in there. Because I have some very, very ripe bananas left. And yes, I know, bananas don't go in the fridge. But the bananas went into the fridge for the same reason my organic waste went into the fridge. Because I could either put the bananas in the fridge or breed fruit flies. And I didn't want to do that. So the bananas went into the fridge. And now I have 2 very ripe bananas, and guess what I'm making? That's what I'm making. Yes! Banana bread. I'm really curious to see how that will work out, because I bought this the other day. So this is like all-purpose gluten-free flour. Now the recipe uses like 2 different types of flour, 3 different types of flour, and oats. I can leave the oats out and just use flour. I think. What's happening in here? Cooking very nicely. Also cooking very nicely. Good, good. Alright, yeah. I might need pepper soon. I might need to buy more pepper soon. One of the items that is used most often in this fridge, in this kitchen, not in this fridge. Probably too late in the day for me to make sense. Yep, you see me climbing now. Climbing into the cupboard at the top. Okay, I need flour. I need more from here. I need baking powder. I need sugar. What else do I need? Flour, cinnamon, sugar, baking powder, chocolate chips. I don't have chocolate chips. I have sprinkles. Should work. Vanilla extract, apple cider vinegar. That one's in the fridge. Okay. Vanilla extract. Oh yeah. Okay. What do you think? I use flour, just flour, or add in oats after all? What do you think? I'm not sure. I think I just want to use flour. Try this out. What's my computer doing? My computer's doing funny things, weird things. Yeah, okay. Pumpkin? Yeah, I think this one might be longer than 20 minutes. It's been 15 minutes and maybe I should give it a test. Yeah, definitely another 5 minutes. Or maybe longer. Stop doing that. All right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Somebody else. See you in a bit. Flaxseed. Flaxseed. 6 tablespoons of ground flaxseed with 3 tablespoons water and leave on the side to thicken. Okay. Yeah. Cuts. Out 1 tablespoon of linseed. 3 tablespoons of water. Yeah, when it comes to baking, I actually stick with the recipe, mostly, because I have less experience in baking than I have in cooking. Actually, I can check. Let's go to the pasta. It might already be done. Ooh, hot. Hot, 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 hot. Okay. It's just 1 more minute. You can leave that minute. Yeah. What are you guys doing? I think I can turn you down a little bit. Looking very nice. Looking very nice. Okay. Ah! Ouch. If you're thinking that this is a little bit chaotic, yes. Yes, it is. Tends to be. Ah! No! 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 Ah! Hot. Taste test. Yep, okay. They actually don't need let them simmer for a little bit longer. 3 minutes at a very low temperature. I take the lid off so the water evaporates. Melt the coconut oil. Are you melted? Not really. Mash the bananas with a fork in a mixing bowl. Okay, I can do that. I can't do that, the bananas won't let me in. What? The recipe said 3 bananas. I only have 2. Has to be fine with 2. Right, pumpkin. What's happening with you? Ah, what? Can still take a little longer. So that was like 20 minutes now. It can still take another 5. Yeah, it's the thick slices. And the skin on the thick slices. Yeah, it's alright. Mash the banana. Mashy, 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 mashy. Mash. I'm really excited for this banana bread. I'm also really curious about how this is going to turn out because the recipe is only half formed in my head. So. Do I often cook like that? Yes, I do. Okay, that's mashed bananas. Yep. 1 more minute. That's it. That beeping was the lentils. They finished cooking. They have. Put the oven on in advance. It's already on. Add flour, cinnamon, coconut sugar, chocolate chips, and bicarbonate soda. Ah. Okay. Okay. Right. First now. Yeah, this is first thing I'm doing now is move this onto the still hot stove from the lentils so this can melt. Then I'm adding the lentils, cooked lentils, to the chickpea pasta, and then later add the pumpkin in. Ooh, that's a lot of lentils. Fantastic. Mixy, mixy, mixy. This looks very nice. And because I'm lazy, I'm going to reuse the lentil pot And just throw the spinach in there. Put the lid back on. Call it a day. Yeah, not quite. But you can gently fold. Flour. Oops. Flour. Snowing. Oh. It's really hot in here. Should turn the scales on if I want to weigh the measure. Yeah, my eyes are getting really bad. So much. How much is it? 120 plus 50 plus 50 is 220. 220. Okay. 221. 222. Oh no! Now it's 223. Damn you! Okay. Cinnamon, coconut sugar, chocolate chips. Sugar. How much sugar was it? 4 tablespoons. I have how much 4 tablespoons is. Yes, I'm using the wrong kind of sugar. I don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sugar. Chocolate chips bicarbonate soda is this one. How much am I supposed to add? Like a teaspoon probably. 1 teaspoon. Okay. That's gonna be an issue because the computer's on the teaspoons. Let me see if I can just. No, I can't. It's in. Sorry, guys. I need a teaspoon. I need to move it. Okay. Half teaspoon. Teaspoon acquired. Cinnamon. This is cinnamon. Yeah, how much? Half it. No, half it. Cinnamon. Oh, come on. 2 tablespoons. Tablespoons? No. It says 2 tablespoons of ground cinnamon. Are you crazy? No. No. I'm using 2 generous teaspoons. That has to be enough. Tablespoons. No. Chocolate chips. And I said, how much chocolate chips was that? 50 grams. No, the scales have turned up again. Okay, turn them around. 50 grams. Oh, that's a lot. 54. I won't die. Okay, and now all of that goes in here. Okay. Combine flaxseed, water blend, coconut oil, vanilla, and apple cider vinegar in a jug. And it was 125 milliliters of. I don't know if I have enough coconut oil. No, I don't. Well, I have. I had. Oops. Yep. Good thing I plan to go shopping tomorrow. If you don't know what I was quoting, no. Mix. Anyone out there chewing anxiously on their fingernails about the pumpkin? I feel you. Yeah, I'm calling this done. And vanilla. Vanilla. I put the vanilla somewhere here. Yeah. How much vanilla is that? 2 teaspoons vanilla extract. Oh, no, it goes in here. 2. And 1 teaspoon. Oh, wait a minute. I can. The recipe adds ginger, freshly grated ginger, optional. I can't be bothered to freshly grate ginger, so I'm going to use ginger juice. This is apple cider vinegar, I think. Well, it's apple and vinegar anyway. So, just a splash. Yep. Okay, back in the fridge. In the fridge. Mix thoroughly. I hope I put everything in. Think that's thoroughly mixed? I'm declaring this thoroughly mixed. Oh, that tastes weird. It's a bit crumbly. Upper arm body workout. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna put my hands in. Yeah, this Good. Okay. Now it's almost too liquidy. Yeah. Also very oily. Yeah, there isn't any milk or anything in there. I know. No water either. So. At this point, the kitchen is always such a mess. And I just want to run away screaming. Mess. Oh, can you hold this for me for a bit? Thank you. Yeah, I use quite a lot of that stuff. No, come on. It's going to be very flat banana bread. More like banana pancake. Chocolate chip banana pancake. Awesome cake. Yeah, that very nice. Now I need to organize myself a little bit because I need to get the tray out of the oven now. You know what? I'm going to do some magic and disappear all the mess. Somebody else will have to tidy up later. That somebody else is going to be future me. Hot. Now the challenge is that I need to get the pumpkin off because I need the other thing. Actually, how about also. Hot. Yum yum. Did I say this is a mess? It is. Right. Now just candle that in. Okay. Go in. And I'm sorry, dear oven, but you have to keep working. Actually, what temperature? 190. 40 minutes. And for this, I'm now going to get my phone and put the timer on. Where did I put my phone? Phone finding successful. Timer. 40 minutes. 38 for 40 minutes. Okay, let's say 40. Okay. This is all such a mess. It's all such a mess. It's always driving me a little nuts. Just a little. I mean, if you add that nut on top of the other crazy, you get no. Okay. Yeah, good. That wasn't a case of future me problem. That's where the recycling bin for the paper is. Yes, it sits in the living room. Yes, it does. Do you see any space where I can keep things like that? No? Yeah, me neither. Ooh. Okay, I'm chopping up some of the pumpkin. So now I'm wondering, contemplating, do I chop up all the pumpkin? Or maybe just half and puree the other half and make a sauce? Actually, I think I'm going with the sauce option. Thank you for your input. I have decided. I mean, if I throw this in and stir it a couple of times, it's going to turn into a sauce anyway. That's fine. You know what? Hungry. Oh, that's a good thing. You're cooking. No, it's not a good thing because I'm hungry now. I want to eat now. I don't want to finish cooking. I want to eat now. I also don't want to tidy up. Oh well. The joys and not of being a grown up. You can make your own mess, but then you have to tidy it up yourself. You are a big piece of pumpkin. Okay. Yeah, that's good. How much more? This bit and this bit. What am I going to do for seasoning? Don't know yet. Any ideas? Right. Let's see. Let's give this a stir. See how we're doing. Actually, I think I can cut out everything. Pumpkin and coconut milk blended together. Do you think that could work? Spinach? I'm not sure. Actually, I think I need to cook the spinach after all. Okay. A bit of water. Turn on the heat. No, that was the one for the fabric. It was just water and lentils in here. Yeah, just dry. Okay, go back in. That's it. This goes with glass. Oops. Because I do have a dishwasher, and occasionally I use it. Okay, let's see. Seasoning. Pepper. You are not surprised? Wait, she's adding salt, pepper before salt? Yes, she is. She likes pepper. She also likes salt. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I actually think what I want is yeah, that might have been a bit much. Oops. Actually, do you think could also add tomatoes? Tomato sauce. Yeah, but I mean, let me just add the spinach first. Why is this full? Yeah. Hot. An hour? Oh, anybody still watching? Well, not right now, but yeah. Cool. Clean. I can probably reuse that one. Yeah, sorry, this is the boring part. This is the tidying up part. We're trying to figure out what I'm going to do next. Waiting for spinach to cook. Still not entirely sure about the sauce. I think I would like coconut milk. I think. Yeah, I think this fits good. I've got a good feeling about coconut milk. I think it needs the full can, maybe half. What's happening in here? Ouch! Is this? Are you cooked? Are you cooked? What? Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, adding spinach to pot now. Ah, hot, hot. Oh dear. I guess kind of lost in that. But it looks nice. You can't see anything. It probably looks better in real life than it does look on than it looks on the screen. Okay, cookie. Okay, okay. 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 Yeah. So I'm now going to make the sauce from the rest of the pumpkin and coconut milk. Pour it in, and then I'm going to have dinner. And when I have dinner, this is probably going to be done. Another 25 minutes. It needs to go and cool down. I'll just have to eat ice cream. I made it, that I made myself. This is melon and coconut yogurt with some lemon zest on top, and this is lemon melon with some lemon zest on top. I'm gonna put them in the fridge so they can kind of thaw a little bit, and I'll have them later. Yeah, I'm hungry. I mentioned that before, didn't I? Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm going to do now, but I'm not going to bore you with that anymore. And yeah, if you're interested in how the banana bread turns out, you probably, I try to remember to post something somewhere. Instagram, Tumblr, my website, somewhere. All right, that's it. Have a nice evening. I'm going to enjoy my dinner.